Hi-Fi Rush on the podcast?
I don't think you have.
I'm about to start
These games
ranting.
I don't even know about.
I'm about
so
to start ranting.
Go ranting, man. Go on.
Hi-Fi Rush is a Devil May Cry-esque, dying? Did I say something that funny?
No. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Tinkle podcast. As usual, I'm here with my friend, my host, Quentin.
Wait, why are you talking like? Oh, it sounds so awkward right now. What was that?
I guess it's because Catherine's sleeping in the other room. So
Who?
Catherine,
Catherine who?
Travis's wife.
Oh, is she just like here visiting family?
Well, no, they moved back. She's staying here for a couple days until.
Why did no one tell me?
That's a good question that you probably have to ask Travis.
No, Travis messaged me 2 weeks ago and asked me what my availability was.
I think I know what it was for.
Okay. Well, he asked what my availability was, and I was like, Sunday. It's like, any other days? No.
He was going to ask you if you could drive Catherine's brother to the airport.
Oh.
So he can take a thing to Texas, so he'd be with Catherine while they drive back here.
Mm-hmm.
Because he asked me the same thing, but it was like...
I mean...
I had Anime Town the very next day, and it was like a late plane ride.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't want to drive all the way up there, and then have to drive all the way back, to drive all the way up there, and then pay another night for a hotel.
Oh, I would have done that in a heartbeat. I would have even requested a day off to do that.
Well, no, I had the day off. It was just the very next day I was gonna be doing the con.
You were gonna tire yourself out, kind of thing.
Yeah, I was like, I'd have to pack up everything. I wouldn't have that extra day to pack everything up and make sure I have everything.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there would have been a way around it, but I'm kind of weirded out that because he didn't even tell me what he was asking me for.
Well, as soon as you said only Sunday, I think it was like, don't bother.
Well, it's like, okay, but tell me, because if it's important enough, I feel like you would figure out a way, some way.
He probably just didn't want to hindrance you, man.
It wouldn't be a hindrance. I love driving.
I know you do.
I fucking love driving.
It's been a while since we've last recorded. How have you been, man? What you been up to?
Fucking horrible.
Horrible.
Oh, yeah. Work has been insane. Because now we're getting into the warm months, or supposed to be warm months. It's kind of been back and forth around here.
Oh yeah, you told me that they told me that it would get busier once the warm months happen.
Yeah. We might be having a strike Monday.
Oh jeez.
Like the kitchen might be having a strike Monday because.
Like, are you gonna be part of this strike?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
The day of, I'm gonna make a couple texts and be like, hey, so are you going into work? And if they say no, I'm not going to work, I'm gonna be like, okay, I won't do it either, because it's
you don't want to have to pick up everyone else's.
It wouldn't even be that. I imagine I would just show up and they would be like, you'll be fine, and I'll be like, no, and then the second that they're like, no, you'll be fine, I'm like, I'll just go ahead and clock out and leave. Like, just no food today, guys. But a lot of injuries around the kitchen.
Dang.
Stuff going on. Like, I burned my hand recently and I was kind of like, oh, fuck.
Well, you were burning yourself before, so it's
yeah.
huge.
But there's a difference between, like, a burn, like a contact burn, and where it's like, okay, that's gonna, in a couple hours, turn red, and then that's it. It turns red. No, this bubbled like...
Oh, like a 3rd degree?
Yeah, like minutes after I got it. And I was just looking at it and I was like, oh shit, I got myself good this time.
It sounds like they need PPE.
Well, PPE, it would help a little bit, but there's no perfect PPE no matter what you're doing. So I imagine, like, if I was wearing gloves, which I'm pretty sure I was. Yeah, I was wearing gloves. It burns right through it.
Is your work just full of OSHA violations? It sounds like it.
No, not really OSHA violations. It's just when you're in a kitchen and you're working with sharp knives, hot stoves, grease, like, accidents happen. They always happen. I watched a coworker just full on fall, and like they've hurt their leg. And they told me today, actually, I think they said, "Hey, if my leg doesn't like heal or feel good on Monday, I'm not going in."
So they like sprained their leg.
Yeah, because we stand pretty much the entire time. So it's like, why would you want to hurt yourself by, putting more pressure on it? But a lot of overwork and all that, just being overworked in general.
We were supposed to record other days, but you said you were too tired.
Because I've been. We're getting out super late. I got out last night at midnight.
Honestly, I'm thinking I should just come on my days off a couple hours before you go to work so we can record, and then.
Yeah.
I think that would work. I'd bring the equipment over to your place.
Mm-hmm. That would be manageable. Yeah. But I've been drinking pretty heavily past like week and a half for funsies.
For funsies?
Yeah. Well, also because I get free drinks at the bar.
Dang. That's nice.
Yeah. It is really nice. Like, I worked midnight last night, and before the bar closed, I like went out there and I was like, "Hey, can you make me a Copper Camel?"
What's a Copper Camel?
It's a we had it that one time, the butter nipple drink.
Oh, it's just another name.
Yeah, it's another name for it.
Buttery nipple.
Yeah, buttery nipple. Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, "Hey, can you have a Copper Camel ready for me?" Like when I get off, and they were like, "Sure." And if I wanted to, I could have sat and had a couple beers. I could have had a couple more shots, but I have drinks at home, so I don't need to do that. Which is horrible. I also have this new drink that I'm really enjoying.
Is it the Monster?
It is the Monster. But it's the Monster with a little extra kick.
Oh, wow.
Just a little bit of bootlegger.
Is that a good combo?
It is a really good combo. It's like honestly really good, and it's not too strong. It's the iced lemonade bootlegger lemonade shot. And essentially, I drink the Monster like halfway, and I pour the shot in, and it just makes it have a little extra lemonade-ness at the end. It's nice.
Okay, speaking of things you're out of the loop, did I tell you I was going to be an uncle?
I believe you did.
All right, I was going to say, because like, I don't think I've had that conversation.
That was a while ago when you learned, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you've definitely told me.
Having a niece.
Having a niece.
Yep.
It's fun, isn't it? Being an uncle.
Well, I guess I'm kind
You've
of...
never been?
Kind of an uncle to Marcus, kind of.
Yeah,
the
kind
Godfather.
of. Godfather. You come to me on the day that my boy has to go to daycare.
I was actually watching the Rugrats Go to Paris, and they referenced the Godfather.
Oh yeah. Of course, it's a children's movie, but you're gonna have adults watch it, and anything pop culture at the time is fantastic. It just makes your movie do better in general.
Yeah.
But I'm struggling to believe that this is your first time being an uncle.
No, I'm the oldest in the family. Alex is the first one to turn. He's making my mom a grandma.
Okay. That makes sense.
I don't know if I have any nieces or nephews on my dad's side. I think I'd be told.
Mm-hmm. Well, it depends, but speaking of nieces and nephews, I drove to Tree Mountain.
Oh yeah, remember you telling me that?
Mm-hmm. Picked up my nephew, and I think he's 6 or 5 right now. And he's getting really into music now. So the entire ride back, we were just like going back and forth on like listening to songs. And he had some interesting like, what is this, like old, like new kid music kind of thing.
Yeah.
And even I was kind of like, ugh, like this is not good. But he has an artist that he really likes, and I want to see if you can guess who it is.
Is it a recent artist or is it kind of an old?
I would say kind of old.
Is it The Weeknd?
No. That's a good guess though. That's a close one almost.
Oh yeah.
I can narrow it down and say it's emo rap.
It's an emo rap.
It's an emo rapper.
Don't know any of those.
Oh, okay. It's Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD.
He's been listening to a lot of Juice WRLD.
I think I heard like one song and it was like The Burn. Maybe.
He has a lot of songs. But he was listening to a lot of Juice WRLD, and he didn't ask this question, but he just kind of said it. He was like, musicians are weird because they write lyrics that speak their mind, and they're just letting people know about what's on their mind. And I like looked at him and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like in my head I was like, well, that's what music is. Like you write.
It's a kid realizing that.
Yeah. Because I think we listened to one of Juice WRLD's songs where he talks about like a love that he has for a girl, and he pretty much was telling me like it's weird that we are listening to this song about someone else from this guy. Yeah, it was very interesting.
Yeah, kids just see. I've been in Anime Town the last 3 days, so I missed 2 birthday parties. I don't know if Joey invited you to his birthday party and he was selling his Junk World.
Mm-hmm. His Junk WRLD clothing?
Yeah, his Junk WRLD clothing.
Yeah.
Took him to Twin to go get some stuff, and I helped him get a Squarespace thing because he was just going to have people go through Cash App and Venmo.
Yeah.
And I was like, this would just be a lot faster, dude, if you just do this than having to have them go on it, and if they don't have it, having to sign up.
Yeah. Cash App isn't good for that kind of use. Cash App is more like, oh, my friend in New York needs $10 for McDonald's.
But my uncle's kid, he had a birthday party too, and I couldn't go because I was up in Utah for Anime Town.
Anime Town.
And asked my aunt what he would like. And she told me he's really into Roblox, so I got him a $50 Roblox gift card.
Oh God, he's swimming in money.
I guess so, because
you kind of fucked up.
His face, he freaked out. He freaked out so much when he saw that. He's like, "That's so much money."
Yeah.
I didn't know how expensive things are on Roblox.
I know they're not that expensive. Well, it depends on what it is, because do we want to go on a tangent right now?
I mean, I don't care, man.
It's fucking Roblox had a...
I don't know what Roblox is. He just said Roblox. I'm like, okay, I'll go get him a gift card.
Yeah, Roblox. I was
like,
Roblox.
Things are probably pretty pricey, so I should probably get him like a $50 thing so we can get like 3 things from whatever this is.
He could get a lot more than 3 things. It depends on how he spends it.
What is this, a pay-to-win type game?
No. It's purely like clothing and stuff that he'll buy with it. But Roblox, I played Roblox when I was a kid. Like, it's been around that long.
Really?
Yeah. And like I don't know, for some reason I've kind of noticed this. We're going on to 2 separate tangents. All right, are you ready for them?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. So I played Roblox probably back when I was like 7, 8, and it's just this computer game. You hop on and you're like a Lego character, and the whole point of the thing of Roblox is that people can make stuff. They can make games, they can make worlds, they can make clothes.
Sounds like Minecraft, but Little Big Planet.
It was before Minecraft, so yeah, kind of was probably a somewhat inspiration for it. But like it's an introduction to coding and stuff for kids. if they get into it that way. But at some point I grew out of it, and now like being in this weird like dating thing kind of thing where I don't know, I talk to people online a lot, because especially when I'm drinking, because it's like, what else am I going to do?
Yeah.
I talk to people, a lot of them in their late 20s, early 20s, still play Roblox. And I don't know whether something's wrong with me or something's wrong with them. But, other tangent, Roblox had a collaboration with, I think, Prada and Gucci.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. And they were selling digital clothes in the Gucci world, and some of that stuff was like $100, $250 for like a
Okay, so I
hat.
imagine other older people are playing this because no way parent gonna give their kid
Yeah.
$100 for something aesthetic.
Well, this is also like me kind of estimating, because they do Roblox coins kind of thing, but it has value no matter how you look at it, because
Yeah.
it costs money. But there are other ways to earn it. But yeah, it can be insane. I imagine he is having a fucking blast though, buying a bunch of clothes.
Well, I didn't know how expensive. I didn't know how much it was. I thought like, okay, so it's probably a video game. It's probably like things might be
$19.99.
like $20.
Yeah.
Things in the game might be like $20. So here I go, get $50 gift card.
You could probably, like, if we hopped on right now, we could probably like get a wardrobe of clothes, like one
That
outfit.
$50.
No, one outfit for like $5. It's all about how you shop. Do you go for the one expensive thing that looks really nice, or do you go with?
Well, I guess if I see him again, I'm like, hey, how'd you spend that $50?
Tell him to show you a picture. Be like, do you have a picture of your Roblox character? I don't know if he has a phone or not.
I don't think he has. I don't think he has a phone, man. I think he's barely like 8.
It's a new world. But
Oh no, he's a smart kid. When I showed him how to draw with my drawing pad and told him like, okay, you draw this, and if you make a mistake and you want to erase it, you press this button. This is the undo. If you want to redo it, this button. And he was drawing and like pressing it and figuring it out. Kids grasp technology a lot better.
yeah.
My mom would be like, how do you turn on the Wii? I'm like, it's this button right here that says power.
How do you turn on the Wii? Do you think it's ever going to get to a point where we're older and a new piece of technology comes out and we don't know how to work it?
Probably.
What would be your first instinct? Like, how would you react?
Well, I mean, I just learned about ChatGPT from South Park, and I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love ChatGPT. I love it. I watched ChatGPT play a international master in chess, and the bot cheats, and it's fucking hilarious.
How do you cheat at chess?
It would just it would just put pieces back on the board. Because this
Okay.
is purely it's purely word based kind of thing. So it would just lie, essentially. Be like, oh yeah, I moved my rook. Like, no, that rook isn't there, kind of thing. It's incredible. I would have to show you, but it is fantastic. What did South Park do with ChatGPT?
Clyde and Stan were using it to respond to their girlfriend's texts to give them like big, meaningful responses. And Cartman was using it to write his essays. And then Mr. Garrison's using it to grade the kids' essays because like the kids' essays are just so long right now.
Oh my god.
And his boyfriend, that's his boyfriend now, his partner, tells him about ChatGPT to kind of tell him the kids are cheating.
Uh-huh.
But Garrison takes like, oh, this is so great, I could just use this and it will grade the papers for me.
That is fantastic. Is it bad that I want to do that now? I want to use ChatGPT for just random stuff.
To respond.
Yeah.
I guess it depends if you overlook it because they were just doing it and then hitting send and then it
Yeah.
kind of leads to a fiasco.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because
Of
Wendy's
course.
like, when I told you that thing that happened to me when I was young, and then you told me that it happened to you too, it just. He's like, you're just so open with me, Stan.
I love
And
that
it's like,
so
what
much.
about, like, she says, like, a country or something, I forget.
Uh huh.
But it says, oh, that thing that happened there was hard. Like, I thought you said it was really fun and easy. Like, yes, but it was hard.
I want to. That sounds incredible. Um. Yeah. Right there. ChatGPT. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I just learned about that, and I was like, oh, geez.
I don't need to download an app. I just need to go to the Open AI.
I think it's just a natural thing, because I think of, like, kids shows now that are, like, on Disney Channel and Nickelodeon. It's like, I don't think I could get into them and watch them, but, like, I feel like I could maybe just sit down and rewatch, like, Zach and Cody and these ones, because, I grew up with them. And the same thing's probably going to happen to these kids that are
Yeah.
watching these shows that are whatever on right now.
Yeah, exactly. I had TV shows in general. Now, I don't know. You probably don't have this experience as much as I do, but have you ever glanced at like what a kid is watching, like on Netflix or whatever, like what show they picked and like what's actually happening in it?
Not really, because I'm not around too many
Yeah,
kids.
yeah, I kind of assume
The
so.
foster kids here, they put on Coco Melon for a long period of time.
Coco Melon's good. You can't go wrong with Coco
Coco
Melon.
Melon is aggravating.
It is kind of aggravating. I
It's
get
like,
that.
oh my gosh, I'm about to go freaking mad. And right now, it's playing in Kanto for the 50th time.
It's I remember I was in a car ride with a friend and they have a kid and she was getting fussy and they threw on Coco Melon and it was my first experience of Coco Melon, so I was watching too. Like I'm in the back seat with this kid and we're watching Coco Melon and I was like, this is insane. And my friend was like, yeah, it is kind of insane. I have all the songs memorized.
Well, I mean, they're kind of basic songs, or
Exactly, but that was the thing is like having heard
or they
it.
grab the tune from a well-known song and just change the lyrics a bit.
There you go. Yeah. All right, I have Chat GPT now, I think. Yep.
I got it. Tell them to give you a review on Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh my god. Okay. Give.
And we could watch that now. It's on HBO, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of Dragon Ball Evolution. I'm working on it. One-handed typing is kind of rough.
That's usually what I do.
One-hand typing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when I get a phone, next phone I get, I'm actually going to make sure it's small enough that my thumb can reach all across the phone.
Dragon Ball Evolution is a 2009 live-action film adaptation of the popular Dragon Ball anime and manga series created by Akira Toriyama. The movie was directed by James Wan and stars Justin Chatwin as Goku, Chow Yun-fat as Master Roshi, Emmy Rossum as Bulma, and James Marsters as Lord Piccolo.
James Wan?
James
Wan? Isn't that the guy that did Insidious?
I believe so.
Fact check that, right? Fact check that, man.
The movie was one of those that the film deviated significantly from the source material. The acting was also seen as lackluster. I'm kind of skipping because it's what we've all heard before. Overall, Dragon Ball Evolution was a disappointing adaptation that failed to capture the spirit and energy of the original series. While the film may appeal to younger viewers unfamiliar with the source material, it is unlikely to satisfy long-time fans of the franchise. So do you want?
Yeah, James Wan. Just see if it's the same one that
I believe so, because there was no way like Dragon Ball Evolution destroyed him.
I don't think it destroyed him. I would be disappointed in the man.
Yeah, disappointed in the man. Let's see if I can. Oh my gosh, these scores. Um, Final Destination, The One, actually a good movie. Space Above and Beyond, Willard, Black Christmas.
I think it's a different James Wan then.
Yeah, this is a James Wong filmmaker.
Is there a
Let's
difference
see.
between a filmmaker and a director?
Well, no, there's the same thing. Yeah, no, he's only done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies in total.
All right. I thought it was the one that did The Conjuring and
Yeah,
Aquaman. I was going to be
no.
like,
He does
this
do.
man.
He does more TV shows than actual movies. So 7 movies he did: The Boys Next Door, Final Destination, The One, Willard, Final Destination 3, Black Christmas, and Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah, speaking of movies, I watched Dungeons and Dragons and I watched the new Mario movie.
Yeah. So tell me about Dungeons and Dragons first.
I mean, Dungeons and Dragons, it's a simple movie that I really think it captures. I think it does a good job at capturing the feel of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
You'll have characters like discussing like absurd plans that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, what if we tied a letter to an arrow and then shot it through your daughter's window, explaining our situation? It's like, yeah, but what if we hit my daughter trying to do this? Like, besides, she wouldn't believe us anyway.
Mm-hmm. My father went and watched that movie. He went with my brother. My brother being a very...
Did your brother drag him along, or did your father drag your brother along? I'm
I think it was kind of a mutual agreement.
kind of a, hey, you want to go watch this Dungeons and Dragons movie?
Yeah, because my dad has watched Vox Machina. Yeah, I remember talking about it, but I'm not sure if I said it on the podcast.
Yeah, we talked about it. I actually started the campaign and I got past the part of the first season.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm to this. It's like the manga versus anime, but it's like the
Yeah.
campaign versus the TV series.
Yeah, exactly. I short story if we did not talk about it on the podcast, but I walked in on my dad watching Vox Machina.
Oh no, you did discuss this. You
Yeah.
said that your dad watched and you were like, I know what's gonna happen. It's like, what? How do you know?
Yeah, because he was trying to get me interested.
He was
in
under
it.
the impression that it was a new show.
Yeah, and I just had to be like, sorry, old man, I know where this ends.
Well, I mean, they do change things.
They do change things, I've noticed, definitely. But they kind of even back it up a little bit, which is interesting. But yeah.
They kind of hide their mess ups, I've noticed.
Yeah. So, my brother, avid Dungeons & Dragons player, knows it really well, does
Campaigns with friends.
does campaigns, he DMs for, like, one-shots and campaigns and stuff. He tells me all the time.
I would actually love to see how Hunter DMs.
I imagine he would be kind of... It would be interesting, definitely. But he'll occasionally pull me aside and he'll be like, hey, want to hear about this cool thing that's happening in my campaign right now? And then he'll tell me. And it'll be like him secretly being a necromancer, getting killed by his own party, and then, like, coming back as a lich.
Okay, wait, so he DMs and has his own character as well?
No, they do he does a lot of campaigns. He doesn't just do one campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so because it sounded like in this case, like, so he has his own character.
He's done multiple characters.
Because I've heard
He's
that's a
told me
bad
about.
idea if you're the DM and you also have like an offshoot character.
Yeah, no, he doesn't do
Because
that.
it's like that character already knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, they
because
have-
you know what's gonna happen.
Yep. But yeah, he'll just tell me some insane shit. So he went to go see the movie, and I kind of knew he was gonna enjoy it or not.
So did he enjoy it?
He did. But my dad, not a big D&D person. And what I'm kind of realizing is he was expecting it to be like Vox Machina. He was expecting the characters to always say the perfect thing or do what they do and not see it as like an actual campaign. So, I don't know, because he came back and he told me, like, he was a little disappointed, and he was like, it wasn't what I expected.
I mean, I wasn't expecting much from it, but when I saw the first, like, it was like, oh, it has a 91 on Rotten Tomatoes. And I was like, dang, it is hard to please critics, so there's got to be something in here. that just grabs people, because Mario has a 58
Critic
score. Yeah, it's got a high audience score.
Mm-hmm. Which honestly surprises me.
I mean, it was a good movie. I mean, you know what? This movie, the Mario movie, reminds me of cartoon movies that would come on series, like the Kids Next Door movie, the Foster's Home movie,
the Billy and Mandy movie.
Yeah, it was like that. Like, it felt like it was a simple plot, and I could almost tell okay, yeah, a commercial would pop up right here, and be like, it's like, oh, don't go away. We'll be right back with a Super Mario Bros. Movie after these messages. I could just picture it.
Nintendo is gonna in a couple years have Mario movie playing on all the kids' channels.
I mean, with cinematic universe happening, man, it's like Super Smash Bros. Let's go.
I think I saw a fake picture that was like that, where it was like Super Mario movie comes out 2020. What year is it?
23.
Oh shit! I honestly, for a second, I was about to say 2022, and I was like, that's not right. But 2023, and then it was like 24 would be a Donkey Kong spinoff. 25 would be a Legend of Zelda movie, and then it just went like that to kind of set up, and then at the end it was a Smash Bros movie, which I was like, that's funny, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, our mutual friend, I invited him, G, to go watch it, but he didn't want to watch it because he said that he heard it was pretty SJW, pretty woke, and it wasn't. And I'm seeing the complaints that people think that Peach is like a Mary Sue and a girl boss.
Yeah.
But I don't really think she is in the film. They make her capable, but she's not like the most capable person in the movie. She's just as capable as all the other characters.
What I heard that was that a lot of people before watching the movie were expecting Peach to be kind of a badass bitch, and then when they watch the actual movie, they're like, she doesn't really do anything. Like, why did they make her seem like she was going to be the protagonist almost?
Well, she kind of is.
Yeah.
Because this movie, it flips it. I don't know if it... Okay, you know what? It's full-on spoilers.
Full-on spoiler time. Let's
say
go.
That it flips it. It's not them saving Peach. It's them trying to save Luigi, because when they get transported to the Mushroom Kingdom, Mario and Luigi get separated.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes a lot more sense narratively, that Mario would be more determined to save his brother
than
some random woman they haven't even met. If the Toads were like, go save our princess, you two random guys that just popped in here.
Yeah. I was kind of half expecting that, to be honest. But also they reveal that in some of the trailers, is that
I didn't watch much of the trailers.
Yeah. It's so hard to avoid them at this point.
Well, I mean, I see screenshots and stuff, but that's not enough to tell you everything.
Yeah. Do you have any more spoilers you want to say?
I enjoyed the movie. I think Jack Black was good as Bowser.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure the song he sings, you probably heard it.
Yeah, I have.
I'm pretty sure he himself wrote that, because it has Tenacious D vibes written all over it.
It really does. But also, fun fact about that song, it's set to the beat of Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up.
Wow.
So, it was kind of crafted to be a big meme on the internet, which honestly is why it doesn't surprise me that it is a big meme. He's also, I think, just recently actually finished that song.
Yeah. He has a little music video of him performing it.
Well, but it was only a little bit, wasn't it?
Well, no, he sings it twice in the film.
Oh.
It's the mid-credit scene. He sings the other half.
It's the mid-credit scene.
And then the end credit scene is Yoshi.
Yoshi what?
Just Yoshi's egg.
Oh.
In the sewers, because they blow up one of the pipes to the Mushroom Kingdom. And end up back in New York, and it's like, oh, a Yoshi egg made it over.
So is this going to be like a whole reverse Baby Mario thing?
Possibly.
Instead of Yoshi with these baby characters trying to get them home, it's Mario and Luigi with a baby Yoshi trying to get Yoshi home.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a possibility. I'd also like it to just be a funny Godzilla parody.
I mean, it was a
Yoshi's-
good movie. It was what it needed to be. It didn't go do too much or do too little.
Yeah.
Had some good callbacks. They have the DK country song, which I loved that as a kid. He's the first member of the DK crew. Just wasn't a big fan of Seth Rogen being the voice for Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Was it kind of like it grating?
It was just because I guess I just never imagined that voice coming out of Donkey Kong. I imagined Donkey Kong sounding like the cool uncle.
Yeah. I can see that.
He does the laugh, yeah.
Mario. I just love the idea of that. I think I actually, one of my coworkers didn't like Charlie Day as Luigi.
I thought he was great as
Yeah.
Luigi. I wanted more Luigi.
I was talking to him. I was like, "Are you?" He said his voice is annoying, and I was like, "Did you not watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Like that man's got range. You just need to let him cook." But
Oh, so you know what? Speaking of fucking another fucking tangent, the Maleficent. Have you seen the stuff on the Maleficent? The Maleficent dragon at one of the Disney parks.
No.
It caught on fire during a show. And that was one of the memes I saw like after like my fourth video of like seeing someone's like phone catching it. And like it was like because it was Mickey Mouse and the wizard outfit like doing this thing and then like it catches on fire.
Yeah.
Like you see him like freeze. And then someone did the memes like let him cook. Let him cook. And then it has like when he's going like that, it's like let him cook and then the next thing is it on fire. And then you see videos of people like, "Oh, that's so cool." And then like, "Oh, it's actually on fire."
Like, oh, this isn't supposed to be happening.
Yeah, this isn't part of the show.
I wish I was there. I just want to witness like a car crash in person again.
Again?
I've witnessed a couple car crashes.
Is once not enough?
No, it makes me feel alive, Chompy. It makes me feel alive to watch other people suffer.
Jeez.
I'm kidding.
Just go watch the news.
Partially. They always stop it for the most part. But no,
But no, I loved Charlie Day's Luigi. I wanted to see more of him.
Yeah.
Because the brother dynamic between the two in the beginning of the movie is really good. And it's kind of like, I wanted more of that.
how was Chris Pratt as Mario?
I think he was pretty good.
It's a Chris Pratt.
Well, they do Italian voices in the beginning. In the trailer, in their little commercial, they're doing Italian voices.
Oh, because yeah, it's like a gimmick.
And they're like, oh, exciting. Like, the Italian voices, do you think that's too much? And it's like, oh, and it's like, no, it's good. And then there's a dude playing the Jumpman video game, and it's the actual voice actor from Mars. Like, no, it's a great, wahoo! And then walks off. It's like, it's too much. No, it's a great.
That's Charles Matinee, I believe. I believe that's how his name is.
I don't know how to say his name.
But is that it for him?
We're wrong. No, he's also Mario's dad.
Oh.
Yeah, he also voices Mario's dad.
Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense. That's okay. I'm okay with that, honestly. But it's still weird to me that they were like, let's cast the actual voice actor for Mario and not use him, like, in a good way. But they...
Well, I mean, I think everyone knew it was just going to be kind of a... like a Stan Lee type thing. But no, good movie. I'm hoping it's making a lot of money, so it's like, yeah, they're definitely probably going to do a second one. And it's like, Smash Bros, come on.
You can't do Smash Bros with just Mario.
I know you can't do.
Yeah. You could.
We need a CG Pokemon movie, a Metroid
Detective Pikachu.
world. I mean, so what do you think would be like
Monster.
Space
Wait,
Jam?
you
then?
say Monster Hunter? What'd you just say?
I said Detective Pikachu, Metroid,
Oh, Metroid.
Mother.
For a second, I thought, oh yeah, Mother was on that meme picture too. I thought you said Monster Hunter, and I was about to reference the live-action Monster Hunter movie that we got a while back.
Was that one any good? My mom liked it, but my mom's not the greatest judge of movies.
I'm pretty sure it's set in like modern day.
Well, yeah, from what I saw just the beginning, it's an isekai.
Yeah, yeah.
She gets
she gets isekai.
Alice gets isekai'd
Yeah.
to the Monster Hunter world with her team of people, and
They hunt down
They die.
Rathalos.
she's like the only one.
That is insane to me. I can't believe. I hope. All I want this Nintendo Super Mario's movie to do is teach like other companies, like, hey, just do it. Just make good movies of your own IPs.
I mean, Hollywood has a huge head. I don't know why they continue to make the same mistakes they do.
Yeah, exactly.
You saw that. I mean, what's his name? Superman. Gerald.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, yeah, that he's out of Witcher. He quit at Witcher. He got fired because he bumped heads with the executives.
Because they kept trying to change shit.
Because they wanted to change stuff and he wanted to keep it accurate.
Yeah.
I heard he's doing Warhammer now. I don't know too much about Warhammer.
That will be fucking insane if they do Warhammer. No one except Warhammer fans are gonna know what's happening. Because Warhammer is some insane stuff. I can kind of give you a little run through.
But I mean, you've seen Arcane, haven't you?
Arcane? You're talking about the League of Legends
Yeah.
TV show?
Because I heard that was really good, and Travis was like, I haven't seen it yet, but Travis was telling me that you don't even have to know anything about League of Legends, you could just watch it.
You don't, but it helps if you do. It really does. It does keep up to a lot of it, but it's so weird how much they change. Like, they don't even change a lot, but it's just weird having these characters that you know their whole life story in one way, and they're just like, oh, no, it's not that. It's this now. And we're making it canon, and it's like...
I mean, canon to this world.
It's not canon. It's not canon because they're, like, a separate entity, but it's just weird to me to see, like, Jace... as like a young teenager, a young adult, to watch Jinx and Vi grow up. They have a Warwick reference. They have a Singed reference. They reference Twitch. They just reference a bunch of characters.
I don't know any of this stuff.
Yeah.
I remember you guys would play League of Legends a lot in high school.
Yeah.
You and Jesse and Eli, you'd all play League of Legends in high school, and I never understood it.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it's still going, man.
I mean, it's a big brand in
True,
general.
big brands usually die. I think, is World of Warcraft even still a thing?
World of Warcraft still is a thing. They came out with a new expansion not too long ago.
Okay, I had no idea. I thought that thing was like servers have been shut down.
I think you're talking about Classic WoW.
Classic WoW?
Yeah. People didn't like all the new stuff and the stuff they changed in WoW. So they essentially were like, we're going to do a separate server, and it's only going to be WoW up to like 2005. Which pretty much means if you wanted to, you could get a World of Warcraft account, a couple, I guess if you have friends, and you can recreate the South Park killing boars until you hit max level joke.
Oh.
Which is kind of funny. But, yeah, like, we've had a World of Warcraft movie.
I heard that one did pretty well.
That was a while ago.
It was a long time ago, but
Yeah.
I think when they were announcing the Mario, like, things, it was like the highest, Mario's like now the highest grossing video game based movie, and World of Warcraft was like number 3 or number 2.
Yeah. Well, I don't think...
I'm not sure. We don't know.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to Travis, and he was going back to he said that sometimes I just want to like yell at you guys, but you guys can't hear me when I notice something, say something wrong. And it was something that we said about Mr. Beast and the burger joint.
Oh, I don't know if I was necessarily wrong about that, because it's something that I've read, essentially, that it's a way to not spend as much money, but...
Well, no, but there's an actual Mr. Beast burger joint in New York.
Well, of course, there has to be at least one.
But we were saying that he goes to other companies.
He does.
He does do that. But
Yeah.
I guess it sounded to
But
him that it's just that.
Yeah.
That he doesn't have his own establishment.
Yeah.
I guess he does.
Exactly.
And Travis was like, yeah, on the first day, he ran the counter for the opening day. And I'm like, well, I don't know too much about Mr. Beast. All I see on TikTok is him giving people insane amounts of money or prizes.
Well, I was gonna say like, him running the counter on the first day is it's just a good video. It's just a good idea for a video. But what we're getting there's a Resident Evil movie coming out.
Another one?
CG. It's a CG.
Oh,
movie.
I saw that. It's supposed to have like pretty much almost everyone.
It's Claire,
Jill, Chris, Leon,
Yep. But
Rebecca.
here's the thing about those. It's like, Marvel. Marvel's really good at the live action superhero movies.
Yeah.
And DC's really good at the
animated ones.
This is like DC and Marvel, but reversed. Like Marvel would be the Resident Evil live action movies. Sorry. I'm getting so fucking mixed up. Okay. All I'm trying to say is this movie's coming out, the CG movie. I'm actually kind of excited for it because they all are really fucking good. But it kind of looks like it's going to be the last one for a while.
Maybe.
I hope not.
In Resident Evil, their characters actually age, so there's only so far they can take these characters before.
Well, I don't know about them necessarily aging. Because to me, it always seems like they're timeless.
I don't know. I feel like in 6, Leon and Chris looked pretty old.
Well, that's the games. Compared, because the 6 takes place, like 10 years after Resident Evil 5.
And doesn't 4 take place like 3 years after Raccoon City or something?
Yeah. But the actual years and stuff doesn't really match up. But ignoring that, I don't forget what I was. Oh, I was gonna say they have like the Ash issue. It's like the Ash syndrome, where
Ash from Evil Dead or Ash from Pokemon?
Ash from Pokemon. He's just always 10 years old, and if they need him to be older, they just make him older.
Pokemon ended.
I know. Well, they started a new one.
Oh, with a new character.
Yep.
Is it going to be Yu-Gi-Oh now?
Oh no.
Where we have a different protagonist like after every 5 years.
It could be, but all I've noticed is like it's a girl, and I don't know any of her personalities. I'm trying to remember what her fucking Pokemon is. I'm pretty sure it's a grass type, whatever the grass cat thing was.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's too many Pokemon, too many things.
Yeah, it's a newer gen Pokemon, so I had no fucking idea. But yeah, they just started again.
I mean, Pokemon, they gotta keep that gravy train rolling.
Even though I feel like they're gonna run out of ideas at some point.
I mean, at that point, it's gonna be like Sonic. It's just gonna live on IP alone.
Yeah. Okay. So what would
Sonic is still worth a lot of money, and there's been a lot of shit games. It's living off of IP alone.
Mm-hmm. If you could make a movie about any video game, what video game would you pick?
Oh, freak! That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an answer for this?
I kind of do. I'm like kind of stuck on 2.
I'm trying to think of like a less known one.
Mm-hmm.
Super Monkey Ball.
Super Monkey Ball. Super Monkey Ball has like the weirdest fucking story.
I didn't even know if there was a story. I
There's
thought
a
it was
story.
just roll the ball, get the bananas, and get to the finish line.
Well, that's how it kind of was at first, but oh shit, this is spicy. It's kind of how it was at first, but of course they got to make a story. They got to do something with it, especially as like time passes. But I just know there's like an evil doctor. There's characters for it. Definitely. I could see a Super Monkey Ball movie. For me, I would either have to go with like a niche pick, like Neon White, or Hi-Fi Rush, honestly.
Never heard of any of those.
Ooh, yeah, Neon White is kind of old,
But I
but
was thinking Torok now that you say that.
Torok would be a good one. I'm kind of leaning into Hi-Fi Rush, but also Escape from Tarkov. I could see them making like a Black Hawk Down version of Escape from Tarkov. And Hi-Fi Rush, have I not talked about Hi-Fi Rush on the podcast?
I don't think you have.
I'm about to start
These games
ranting.
I don't even know about.
I'm about
so
to start ranting.
Go ranting, man. Go on.
Hi-Fi Rush is a Devil May Cry-esque dying. Did I say something that funny?
No, I just went down the wrong pipe.
Okay. Hi-Fi Rush is this Devil May Cry-esque video game, of course, where you are a man with a guitar and you smack robots with the guitar, but you have a music player injected into your chest. So everything in the world moves to the sound of the music that's playing in your chest, and you have to like do
It
things
sounds like
on
Hideo
beat.
Kojima meets Desperado.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. My thing with it is they have some actual licensed tracks that they're all from 9 Inch Nails, I think. I don't like 9 Inch Nails. This game made me like 9 Inch Nails.
Dang.
Yeah, it had some really good boss fights, some really good music.
So it's like Devil May Cry, like hack and slash
Yep.
combo.
Yep. It even has a style meter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but music is a big part of it. So, like, with a movie, I'm seeing, like, Whiplash mixed with, oh, God, what's a good, like, it'd have to be, like, a Viking movie or something like swordplay. It would be, like, those kind of combined, but it was also, it has a very unique art style. It was almost like it looks like a comic book when you play the game, and then in cutscenes it turns into an anime. And it was so much fun to play. And
This is a new game?
yeah, it came out I want to say a month and a half ago.
Oh, damn, so it's really new.
Yeah, but it's very popular at the
And
moment.
it's like, I'm guessing it's an indie game, or is it from
Very indie. Yep.
a high ghost? Okay, so like, it's not from like one of the big game companies.
I want to say their logo is like a snail, and it's like Team Go or something 7. I don't remember their name. I'll look it up. But I do know that they actually helped with or developed Evil Within, because there is an Evil Within Easter egg where it's just a mirror and it's singing the song. It was such a good game.
Speaking of evil,
Mm-hmm.
maybe this will change your mind on maybe wanting to go. Maybe it'll get you more excited for the new Evil Dead movie. Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell are the producers.
Oh, gotcha. I guess I'll watch a movie.
Like that, for a little bit more faith that the original people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different director, but Sam and Bruce are the producers.
Okay. Okay, so I just want to clarify that the game was developed by Tango Gameworks, and they helped with and developed Evil Within. But I just want you to like look. It was a really good game, really good art style.
I was expecting something more Devil May Cry, like dark looking.
Oh, I was gonna say it's very vibrant. I don't know. And it's kind of funny because I'm a stickler. I'm a stick in the mud about everything, right?
Yeah.
So like movies.
Is there even more things about Resident Evil 4 that just grinds your gears?
It really don't get me started. Don't get me started. They made regenerators too easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Because now it's like you used to. The game wouldn't even tell you that they had leeches unless you read like a note that there's invisible leeches on their body that you have to shoot to kill them. Because if you don't shoot those, they don't die.
Well, I thought they I've seen things from the old, and that I thought they were just unkillable enemies that would just keep getting back up. That you just kind of have
Exactly.
to
Yeah, exactly.
make
See,
it to where you need to.
that's the thing. If you learn the game, or if the game tells you one way or another how to defeat an enemy, like that's good game design, right? There's a scope in that part of the game with the regenerators that's a thermal scope, and you can put it on a couple of guns, and it lets you
See where the leeches are.
see where the leeches are. Guess what they do in the new one?
It holds your hand and tells you.
Yeah, they glow by themselves. If you shoot like the regenerator and you don't hit a leech, the leech just pulses with a color to show you where it is.
Oh.
So it's like, oh, I have to shoot him there. That's it. And it's like, okay, why'd you dumb down like the funnest enemy in the game?
I know Ada Wong's new voice actor was getting a lot of crap.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't condone bullying the voice actor. I mean, they did their job. I do think it's a bit, their delivery wasn't that good, but I'm not going to go and bully them.
I was going to say, I didn't even know why they bullied her.
Oh, it's because like lots of her lines sound very monotone, like she doesn't have any character, any emotion to her voice.
Oh, see, now I'm like I'm thinking about the original Resident Evil 4 and like what her voice did sound like. And I could see her kind of...
I mean, Ada Wong's like the Catwoman to Leon's Batman.
Exactly. She, like, Ada's voice, she's supposed to, like, be mysterious and kind of flirty with Leon whenever she talks. Just like, bye, lover boy. Like, with that inflection and stuff.
It didn't really have inflection.
Yeah, exactly.
But people bullied her, and I feel bad for her. Like, I didn't think... I didn't think it was that great voice acting, but I wouldn't go off and, like... tell her like, oh my gosh, you did such a terrible job, blah blah blah. Because she deleted her Twitter, I think.
Yeah, she did. I think she deleted all of her socials. Instagram,
which is sad that it comes to that sometimes.
Well, that's the thing. I think we still need bullying. We just need to tone it down sometimes. But you can't let people be soft.
Okay, well, I guess in the terms of like the Sonic movie from the old design.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I think maybe bullying was needed for...
For every good action, there is an equal and opposite bad reaction.
I mean, we bullied them and they just spent a lot of money to change their mistake, but they were able to get a second movie out of it.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, do you think companies shouldn't be bullied?
I guess it depends on what it is and stuff like that.
And
it depends on what the bullying is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't send death threats. I hear whenever any controversy happens with something, it's like, oh, they're receiving death threats.
I feel like people just do it for fun now at this point.
For fun, or
like, I would want to get a death threat, and it would just be like a greeting card or a postcard from a random stranger, you know?
I guess, but I mean...
I don't know.
I don't think I'd want that. I don't think I'd want to get like, oh, I'm going to come after you and going to find out where you live.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think every actor's received death threats for something.
Yeah.
Because you always see it whenever there's something people hate about something. It's like, oh, their voice actor, their actor is receiving death threats from fans.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. The Ashley voice actor is having the fucking time of her life, by the way.
Ashley's the president's daughter, right?
Yeah. She just streams the games. She lives in Japan. She went and bought the game in Japan.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was kind of funny. I don't know why, like, social media and everything's trying to push me to buy Resident Evil 4, but I'm not gonna. But it showed me
It's because we're talking and our phones are listening in the algorithm.
Yeah.
I'm going to open up Facebook and I'm going to see Resident Evil 4 advertisements.
Yeah. But no, she's having the time of her life, and I understand why, because, like, I don't think anyone has any problems with her. I honestly think a lot of people are really sexually attracted to this version of Ashley, which is weird for me.
Well, I mean, she's an adult in both versions, isn't she?
Yeah.
I feel like in my brain she looked like a teenager in the old one to me.
Mm-hmm. I believe she was 18. She's either 18 or 19 in the original. I don't know what she is now because it's like I'm not gonna play that game.
I was actually talking to your brother. I was like, so I know Quinn is not gonna play it, but are you gonna play it?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I will.
When's the last time something made you extremely angry or upset?
Trying to think of like something they did, and I just did not like it.
Yeah. Because playing that game, that's the last time I've ever had the feeling of I want to punch a hole in the wall right now. And every time I see people really enjoying the game online, it kind of makes me a little upset.
Oh wow!
And that's the thing. If someone were to play the game and tell me they enjoyed it, I'd be like, good for you. Like, I'm glad you're enjoying the game.
But you mean the act of you seeing people play it and enjoying it?
I can't even watch it. Every time I see anything about like the actual game, I kind of just go, I fucking hate this game, and I just want to burn.
Well, I mean, I've seen people being like, oh my gosh, they made it so much greater than the original. And then I've seen the other spectrum too of like, it's like they made it worse than the original.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna redo 5?
I'm not too sure. I don't know what would they do. Would they make it open world?
I don't know. But they redid. Actually, no. They're probably gonna redo 0 and 1, and then maybe redo 5. So even more time passes.
Oh no! Please. I mean, okay. I don't know how much. No, I would hate it. It doesn't fucking matter what. I would hate it. If they did a remake of Code Veronica, I think I would have to move to a third world country.
That's probably the next one they're gonna do, man.
Dude, I don't want them to do Code Veronica. That one's also near and dear to me.
It's
so
like, this is mine. I don't want you guys to touch it.
Yeah, I don't want to see
taint it with your fingers.
Bastardized like that. What's an old game from your childhood?
An old game from my childhood
that you really enjoyed?
That I really enjoyed.
Spyro.
I played Spyro, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think I had the old. I swear I had the dinosaur game on PS1.
I know what you're talking about.
The Disney's dinosaur.
I've actually looked that up, and I've actually found it before. I definitely know I have. Because I was on a whole, what the fuck was this other game from my childhood that I can't remember?
Bust a Move, I don't know if you look up there, a guy at Anime Town was selling bead artwork, and he had he had Bust a Move, and I bought him.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually gave me an extra one because it was his last one.
Oh.
He's like, here, man, just take this one. Just so you could take this one too.
I could have sworn I saw one downstairs.
Well, yeah, that was for my mom.
Oh, okay.
I bought 2, and I'm like, I'm going to give this one to my mom, and this one's mine.
Uh-huh.
And then just before the end of the con, the guy's like, here, man, you're going to have this one too. This is my last one. I'm just going to discontinue it because it's such a very niche.
Yeah, exactly. The game from my childhood, I spent like a long time trying to figure out what it was. It's like the Red Dragon or something. I have it actually like saved on my phone because I want to play it again.
So you have the Metal Gear Solid remasters, right?
What?
The one that has like 1, 2, and 3 that you can play.
Oh, I no, they got stolen from me. Yeah, for the Xbox.
Well, I remember you had them
for the Xbox.
Probably for the Xbox, yeah. Darn, because I've been wanting to play it because someone on the buy, sell, and trade was selling a bunch of Xbox, PlayStation 2, Xbox and PlayStation 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a bundle.
Oh.
And Metal Gear Solid 2 was one of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, should I buy this? I'm like, nah, Quinn has the remasters.
I really should have bought them.
Yeah, maybe they're still there. Who knows? Because he told me they're a bundle. The guy told me that the person told me that they're a bundle. I can't buy them separately.
Yeah, because he's getting rid of them. Yeah, the game was Legend of Dragoon, and it was one of my favorite games as a kid. It was a JRPG where you just play as a guy in red armor. That was all I could remember.
And this was PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1?
This was PlayStation 1, I believe. It might have been 2, because I was kind of young back then. It was probably 1. But it had like a rhythm game to it when you were in fights. You would have to push a button. And this is what I would tell everybody whenever I would talk about it. I'd be like, I don't know, he wears red armor, he has blonde hair, and when you hit somebody, you press the X button. That was all I could tell people.
It's like red armor, blonde hair. What other video game character can I think of? I'm sure there's an isekai character too.
What? Yeah, is also Ken. Ken
from Street Fighter.
Yeah, doesn't he
exactly
red
wear
gi?
red armor.
Oh well, I was thinking of red gi. Fuck! You just reminded me that I've been trying to beat Onimusha Warlords because they've released a remaster or an update on that.
Is that the first one?
Yep.
I remember because I have it and you played and you beat the first one.
Yeah.
In like less than 5 hours, I think.
Yeah, for some reason I'm playing it on my computer. I'm struggling to beat it. It's so weird to me that we sat down and I beat it in
Maybe
one
because
sitting.
it's different playing.
No, I'm playing with a controller.
A controller, a PlayStation controller.
No, but that doesn't really matter. That has nothing to do with my speed of beating a game. I'm actually just stuck at the part. Is it because
it isn't, what do they call it?
Tank controls?
It's not, is it tank controls
nope,
still?
It's still tank controls.
Still tank controls.
I'm stuck at the part where I have to go through the portal to hell, and I have to beat it to get a key, so I can keep playing the game, and I just cannot beat it. And
I always loved 3.
3 is really good.
And then I loved the one that had, it was like a crossover one, but it was like a 2D platformer. Mega Man was in it.
Oh,
he was an unlockable character.
I don't even know. I've never heard of that one.
Yeah.
Huh.
My uncles had that one, and Mega Man was like an unlockable character. And I always loved playing as Mega Man.
2 was my favorite, and it's probably also where my love of dating games and visual novels comes from. Because it was technically kind of a dating game.
It was.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize that because I found out there were so many different endings you could have gotten and done.
Exactly, based on trust levels.
Trust levels with the big dude, the sniper guy, the chick.
Yep.
Who isn't single.
Yep. It's kind of funny so that's so weird to me. That one of my first nicknames that I've ever used online is based off of a ninja chick from Onimusha 2.
Really?
Yeah. It's interesting.
Do you remember it?
Oh, it's Kataro.
Kataro
223.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. For some reason, I was like, I really like that name. I'm going to use that name. It was my... Oh, I think it still is. I think it's still my League of Legends name. Yeah. So that's 15 years old.
Do you think your League of Legends account is still active, though?
Yeah, I played it yesterday. I've been playing League for a long time, and it's kind of funny to me because when people are like, "Oh, I play League of Legends," and I'm like, "Yeah, how long have you been playing?" And they're like, "Oh, I just started a month ago," and I'm like, "I've been playing since season 3." They're like, "When was that?" 2008.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean, speaking of online, I found out when watching the Resident Evil stuff that you could still play Resident Evil Outbreak online.
Yeah.
There's a dedicated group of people that keep some servers going to play Outbreak.
So, but you would need to buy a PlayStation 2 link box, buy a copy of Resident Evil Outbreak.
All I need is a link box and Outbreak at that point.
Well, yeah. But then you would have to... They probably have a Discord server for that, honestly. I imagine. Hop in there and wait for a day and depending on how many people there are, wait your fucking turn.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound fun to just be like, okay, I want to play, but everyone's already playing, so let me just wait until someone goes, all right, someone else can play now. But that would be fun. That would be a fun, like, night.
They should redo Outbreak.
They really should. Oh. One of my coworkers is actually a big fan of Outbreak, funny enough.
I watched this huge like timeline of Resident Evil, and it's gone some crazy places.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I look at Village now, because I watched the entire video of them explaining what happens in Village.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, Resident Evil's getting kind of weird. There's like superpowers now and
That's
stuff.
why
like,
I didn't like 7 and I don't like 8. I remember me saying that like when 7
I don't. I
was coming
thought
out.
you liked 7.
I liked like the demo, like playing the demo and all that. When the game first came out, I didn't buy it. Never bought it. I did play it somewhere. I don't know where I played it.
Probably your house.
I don't know. I don't think so. But I played it, and I liked it. But then there was like just a certain point where I was like, "This isn't fun anymore." But
I mean, it looks fun, but it just seems like the story's going super out like the window. Like, there's superpowers now. What?
yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the thing. I know you remember me freaking out about 8, right?
Bro, you didn't like the werewolves?
Yeah. I was gonna say like I was not having a good time when they dropped the trailers for 8. I was like, "There's fucking werewolves now!" Like, god damn it.
I mean,
They just got away from.
could have been described how had the T virus messes through things different ways.
Well, yeah. What?
I don't know because the T virus and
it is
it's
not
like a fungus and
It's the mold.
It's the mold.
It's the mold.
Damn. What's with all this fungi and mold lately?
I don't know. I want to go back to the days where it was a dude in a lab coat who says, "I want to cure cancer," and then some other dude in a business suit goes, "No, you won't," and shoots them, and it's just like, oh, zombie outbreak.
Well, I mean, what's the original thing for the T virus
What do you
in
mean?
Resident Evil?
What do you mean?
Like, what was the original plan?
Well, it's Burke's creating this thing, and it's under Umbrella, which is a giant medical corporation, and he was trying to get away. He was trying to leave with the research and everything, because I don't know if he knew what Umbrella wanted to do with it.
Oh, this is the guy from 2, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he was gonna go sell the stuff to the Umbrella's competitors.
Probably, yeah. I was gonna say
We don't still fully know because Ada apparently works for them from time to time.
but she also works for Umbrella.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's a jack of all trades.
Yeah. That's why I like Data. I always like Data because it's just like, you dirty little person.
I don't understand. Why does Ada have a clone in 6?
I don't know.
I was reading the timeline, and then it's like, oh, Ada does this, and then we find out it's a clone. I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
these games have just gone off the rails
Yeah.
from just a virus.
I still kind of enjoyed
that
6.
makes the residents evil.
Fuck you. Fuck you for that. But, yeah, like, if you were to ask me, like, personally, I'd be like, 5 was the last good Resident Evil. Because that one, it's just like...
What about the ones with like
with
Barry?
With Barry?
Yeah,
What do you mean with Barry?
it's like Barry and Claire.
Barry and... Oh, Revelations.
Revelations, yeah.
Oh. Funny
Was
enough...
that one any good?
I have both of them. I have Revelations 1 and 2. They're interesting. They're not horrible. I know Revelations 2 is kind of like hard if you're wanting to play with a friend. But Revelations 1, I haven't beaten it, but going onto this cruise ship, and it actually kind of has some freaky moments and some really cool boss fights and stuff. But it's like the game is meant to be played on a PSP. So it kind of looks meh, but it plays fine. I don't know what the story is there.
I don't either. I know it's always someone wanting to use the T virus or the new virus
Yeah.
for something.
Yeah. So essentially, with that, I don't even know who your partner is, because where I'm at, I'm Jill. I think. Did I get to like a different part? And they're looking for Chris, I think, because this SOS gets sent out on this cruise ship, and Chris and his partner go first, and they're just like, they went offline. We don't know if they're alive or not. So Jill, go check out their last location. It's this cruise ship. 2, though, is a whole weird thing, because Revelations 1 is Jill, right? Revelations 2 is Claire and Barry. But they don't meet, as far as I know.
I think they're separates apart. Barry's looking for his daughter.
Yeah.
And his daughter's last scene with Claire, I think.
Yep.
I haven't played the game, but I'm just trying to remember the timeline I saw. And I found out there are like 2 plays that are canon.
2 plays?
Like a play, like
Oh.
a Resident Evil play.
Man, I should show you like a Nier Automata
They're canon.
timeline.
Have you been watching the anime?
I have not. I'm kind of still waiting for it to like be done. I think it might be done, but I kind of really want to watch it.
Have you been
Okay.
watching any other, like any good anime?
No.
Any older anime?
No.
No?
I swear I watched something not too long ago.
Just all work and play?
Yeah,
All work and video games?
all work and drinking, not even playing. But I'm just really quick. The reason Revelations 2 is like really hard to play with a friend is because no matter who you are, Barry or Jill, the partner, which would be player 2, cannot shoot a gun.
I think I remember that, yeah.
Little girl holds a flashlight, and then you have older lady who doesn't like guns and holds a flashlight.
Sounds pretty terrible.
We should play. We should play sometime. I think we definitely talked about this before.
Like I'm just
No. You're not going to be holding the flashlight.
I'm gonna be fighting.
You're going to be fighting.
All right.
We've talked about this definitely on the podcast.
Maybe.
Because I remember the extreme urge for me to want to watch you shoot. And just me holding a flashlight, just like, shoot!
What was I think it was the Kirby game or that's like, oh no, it's the freaking Mario Galaxy. It's like, oh, it's multiplayer, but the second player is basically just this thing that makes you a magnet and brings other items to you, and that's all.
Well, points a Wii remote at the screen and shakes
And,
it to
yeah,
collect all the stars.
To collect the stars for you. I'm like, dang. Who thought of that? I think Kirby's Epic Yarn was 2 players.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a pretty fun game, even though it was like the Lego games, where you couldn't really die. You just would die and lose your money.
Yeah,
But you could just keep going until you eventually beat the boss.
definitely. What's the last game you've played that actually gave you a challenge?
It actually gave me a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I guess God of War.
Okay. Did you played it on normal difficulty at first?
The second hardest.
Second to hardest?
There was no mercy, and then give me God of War. I did no mercy.
Yeah. When because Hi-Fi Rush, I bought Hi-Fi Rush. I knew what it was. I knew it was a rhythm game, Devil May Cry like game, and I'm a stick. Oh, we were on a tangent. I just realized where I was before we started this tangent.
Where?
I was talking about me being a stickler about things, and I was going to explain why or how I came to love Hi-Fi Rush so much.
All right.
Okay. I think I was in a very bad mood this night, and someone recommended Hi-Fi Rush to me, and I was like, I'll play this dumb fucking Devil May Cry clone. I'm like, I was going in totally not expecting it to be good.
That's when the title card for Always Sunny in Philadelphia would happen.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Quentin enjoys Hi-Fi Rush.
Straight up, and I was like, I'm gonna beat this fucking game. It's gonna be so fucking easy. I put it on the hardest difficulty, and the game starts, and I fell in love so fucking fast. Like 2 minutes into the game, I was like, oh wait, whoa, what do we do? This is cool. And then I started playing the game, and I was like, oh, this feels good. Like I was losing my
Call
shit.
your friend like, thanks, man. You brought my spirits up.
Yeah.
Like recommending this game.
Yeah.
I found the cure to depression and it's Hi-Fi Rush.
Honestly, Hi-Fi. Oh, that game could do dirty things to me in the night. I fucking actually really want to play it again now.
No, I don't play too many video games, but with me getting this setup that I'm doing now that you see, I'm wanting to play more games and do more drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I've actually had some stuff going on, I can tell some of the stuff that I did that you already know.
Yeah.
I'm actually getting the character avatar I did. I found out that there's one for Adobe Character Creator, and it could sync to your face and actually have animation and talk and move.
So you're gonna.
So I've got someone, I commissioned a guy to do that for me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm gonna do that for YouTube videos and maybe to stream for video games.
You're gonna become a VTuber.
I guess so.
That's interesting.
And a real tuber. I want to do some vlogging.
Okay.
I want to vlog KamehaCon. Travis is gonna be my cameraman.
Well, there you go. Well, I'm glad you have a lot of things figured out.
Do that.
More
Trying to
on the agenda?
remember. It's been so long since there's been so much that's been going on since our last podcast.
And that's the thing, is like nothing new has been going on with me except depression.
Bought some VHS tapes.
Why did you what? Why?
Because at Gem State, my neighbor was selling VHS tapes, and I just bought a few of them.
Do you know what they are?
Oh yeah, I know what they are. I got Dreamcatcher on VHS.
Oh my god, okay.
I got as a gift because one of my friends is a huge Predator. He loves the Predator franchise. He's a huge Predator fan, and his favorite one's Predator 2. So I got Predator 2 was there. I'm like, I'm gonna buy this for him because I think as someone that loves Predator, this is like would be a fun collector's item. Like I got the Predator 2 on VHS.
You know, when you bring a girl over and she's like, oh, you have quite the collection here, and you go, you haven't seen the best part. Predator 2.
Oh, he told me his wife was like, how the fuck are you gonna watch that? And it's like, don't you remember our VHS player broke? Or yeah, so he's trying to find a VHS player now.
But really dead set on actually watching it on VHS.
Well, I mean, it'd be fun. Just kind of like
It'd be funny.
It's like a shits and giggles type thing.
Or aesthetic.
It's like the aesthetic, yeah, of seeing like the grain. It makes it a different vibe.
Needs to get an old CRT TV as
I'm pretty
well.
sure if you watched Blair Witch on VHS, it'd give maybe an even more real vibe if you're actually watching found footage.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, been so into VHS, rebought this one because I lost the disc. My grandma burned.
Your grandma burned you?
Yeah, she burned me a copy of The Guyver like 5 years ago, and I don't know where it's. I think I lent it to someone or I set it down somewhere, and like everything in the house, people just move things.
That is the most out-of-pocket line I've heard you say in a while.
Really?
That your grandma burned you a copy of The Guyver. Probably illegally?
That is illegal. I mean, yes, burning CDs is illegal.
Goddamn, your grandma sounds cool. Like, I can just imagine her sitting at her computer, puts a blank CD in.
You know what the most funny thing about this is?
What?
Oh, even funnier. Mark Hamill's like the biggest name on this thing, but he's not the main character.
No.
But now that I look really closely, it's his face on the Guyver character.
Is that because is he the villain?
No, he's not. He's like a detective that helps, and he turns into a cockroach at the end.
Okay. So this was after Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way after Star Wars. This was like in the early 90s.
Yeah, oh, okay, so yeah.
1991.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't even born.
But love Guyver.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a
Guyver is
cheesy
good.
movie, but it's got a place in my heart. The
Um,
franchise.
Oh, I was just about to say there was a Guyver film, but it's not a Guyver film. It's a Kamen Rider movie that's being directed by Hideaki Anno.
That makes me want to watch it.
I watched like a trailer for it, and it's just violent. It is extremely violent, and it is
So it's like a
very
dark Toku Sentai.
yeah, exactly.
So something kind of like Guyver that's
Yep.
supposed to be dark but Power Ranger esque.
Yep, exactly.
Which I never considered Guyver to be like Power Rangers until I got the tattoo and told the guy like I want a Guyver tattoo in your style. You can come up with I give you free reign on the design. I trust your work. He's like, oh hell yeah, I'm always down to do a dark Toku Sentai.
And you were like,
And I was like,
"Huh?"
what's Toku Sentai? And it's like,
Well,
oh, it's like
Sentai
Power
is
Rangers and stuff.
hero.
Like, you know, I put Toku Sentai. I'm like I'm thinking about it. I'm like, holy crap, Guyver is a Toku Sentai.
But yeah, I love those too because especially with the live action ones, it's kind of funny to see the bad guys because every time I see them, they're all in matching outfits, right? And whenever like the main villain is talking, right, they're all just standing there. They just remind me of Foot Ninjas, you know, because they're wearing these full ass outfits,
Like from the old cartoon Ninja Turtles or the
either or
first live action.
either or because it's just like it's you know they have 8 extras.
They just talk.
They don't. No, they have 8 extras that don't talk, and it's just like, okay,
They're just standing there.
yeah, they're like, we need a costume for these people to wear so that we can keep reusing them after they're killed.
I swear, there's the message. There's the on the original Ninja Turtles. There's like the foot ninja that goes to April's like, it's like we have a message to deliver, Mr. April. And he like lifts his hand and like clenches and then smacks her.
Yeah.
Shut it.
Can we have a Sentai, a Toku Sentai night?
I'm down.
That'd be nice.
Invite Gunner.
Started off with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm actually. Would you count that as a Toku
no,
Sentai?
No, but it would be in the right kind of vibe.
In the right vibe.
Yeah, it's not dark, but it's there's
Well,
Sentai.
parents complained when the first one came out that it was too dark. That's why the second one is so much more
Secret of the
cheesy.
Ooze? Or the Ninja Turtles go to Japan.
Which one?
No, which one? I'm asking.
That's
you.
3. 3 is the one they go to, when they
Well,
go
yeah.
to feudal Japan. Like,
Yeah,
they go
yeah.
back in time.
That one's also one of my favorites.
I think I hated it as a kid, but I think now I just enjoy it just for the wackiness of it.
Exactly. But Secret of the Ooze, right?
Especially since there's like a subplot of Casey Jones teaching these samurai how to play hockey.
Yep. Yeah, no, it would be nice to like watch that movie, watch a couple other actual.
You said it's not too hard for you
Sentais.
to get time off, right?
Shouldn't be. Just have to get it in advance.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be way in advance because I'm planning to do a Star Wars marathon where we watch the original trilogy
Oh God.
unedited on VHS.
Oh no. Oh no. It's funny because my coworker would absolutely love that because he's a big Star
Bring
Wars
them,
fan.
bring them.
I don't know if he can. They just had a kid,
Oh,
so they're gonna be too busy.
damn! Everybody's getting pregnant these days.
Yeah, it's their second one, but he's a good dude. You might know him.
maybe.
Yeah, but
But I'm doing that sometime in July. Invited Gunner, trying to invite Sydney, Nathan, a bunch of our friends. Like, so get a good group. We're gonna drink like Star Wars. Gonna get stuff to make Star Wars theme alcohol.
I honestly would love to show up just to show up because this sounds like it's either gonna be a fucking nightmare or it's gonna be like the funnest thing we've done in years,
Yeah.
depending on like how many people actually show up. But even then, it's like, oh, there's only 3 of us, more alcohol for us,
Yeah.
and you just get extremely fucked up.
Yeah. So you've been drinking. Have you been going to bars or are you drinking at home alone?
Usually when I get off work, all the other bars are closed. So
Does your brother drink with you anytime?
no, I drink alone.
Is Hunter pretty straight edged?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen Hunter drink.
He's drank before. He's not a fan of it. I understand why not. But Usually my schedule is I get off work, and before I get off work, I sit at the bar and have a couple free beers, maybe a shot, and then I go home and then I drink some more. You know, I got it all figured out. I have insomnia, so it's like I don't have to worry about oversleeping. And yeah, it's not that bad.
Dang, I went to a club while I was up there in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Picked a good night too because the night I went, they were having like a special event night, and it was a 70s themed night where they were
Oh.
playing a bunch of like or 70s or 80s songs.
Uh-huh.
They played like Michael Jackson, Funky Town.
Oh, okay. I kind of wish I could have gone with you to Salt Lake, because there would have been a place I would have wanted to go. I'm not even gonna say it, but yeah.
I mean, I would have welcomed it, man. I felt weird going alone, man, because I don't know anyone.
Yeah, but
I made friends with my Uber though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
How was that?
it was good. Told me their Instagram, followed them, and they followed me. He's like, yeah, you should shit because we were talking. They asked me what I was in town for because conversation said I was in town for Anime Town. They said, oh, like, do you cosplay? I'm like, oh yeah, I do. And it says that, oh, I'd always love to cosplay. He's like, I'm going to Fanex and wanted to cosplay, and
And you were like, Fandex is
he's like,
great.
yeah, I'm gonna go there too.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
And told them actually, I want to cosplay Lefty for this Fanex.
Lefty from
Yes.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I want to get 2 toy chainsaws, maybe paint them up to look
Used.
more aesthetic. Or
Yeah.
they'd be new. He bought them new.
Well, yeah. That would be a good cosplay. Cowboy hat?
Cowboy hat, like a suit, 2 chainsaws. Maybe I'll
Bandoliers.
just buy like bike chains and
Yeah.
put them around me.
That would be nice. And it's kind of nice, too, because if you go, there is a high possibility that you will see a Leatherface cosplayer. And you could just be... What does he say? Doesn't he say... He has to say something. You would just have to know,
He
like...
doesn't really talk to Leather. He talks to
Yeah.
Creighton.
That's the thing. You would
or
just...
Drayton.
Okay, do you know the scene where...
He first pops out.
Before he pops out, where they don't know where he is, and his voice is just echoing around the room?
I'd have to rewatch it.
Yeah, and he's talking
so
about...
I could just quote him.
Yeah, he's like, you reap what you sow. You would just...
Tear it all down.
Yeah. Just remember, like, 1 or 2 of those lines and just use those.
Forget what he says when he sees his nephew in the wheelchair, but it's just the equivalent, like, look what they did to my boy.
Yeah.
The Lord of the Harvest.
The Lord of the Harvest. I fucking... Oh, it just reminded me of that movie. Okay.
Has Hunter ever seen that movie?
No,
Should show
definitely
him.
has not. I should show him. I think when we recorded that episode, I think I went back home and I was telling everyone I met about that. I think I told coworkers about it. I was like, that was the best fucking movie I'd ever seen.
In a while.
Yeah.
And what do they say?
They're just like, yeah. And then, like, I explain a little bit of it, and they're like, this sounds insane. Just like I'm a crazy person
Well,
talking
I mean,
about.
Leatherface is popular, but he's kind of like, I feel like he's the bottom of the bracket of like
Yeah.
the known killers.
Well, not a lot of people know his weaknesses, but once you know his weaknesses, he's kind of
well, I
meh.
mean, I don't know. In this new one, he's tanking shotgun blasts,
Yeah, well, I was gonna say hammers,
fire extinguishers,
fire extinguishers.
dual wheel chainsaws,
Yeah, but yeah, that
wrenches.
the new one. Now that I think about it, the new one still wasn't even that bad. But maybe that's because I'm kind of attached.
Well, it's because I mean, Hollywood keeps thinking that they need the family dynamic for Leatherface to really work.
Yep. Okay, we gotta stop it there before we just turn this into us talking about Texas Chainsaw
Again.
Massacre again.
But yeah, doing that, I already signed up for another booth for Anime Town and Gem State.
Oh, nice. It's just gonna... Is that just like a 1-day thing? 3 days?
3 days.
And you're gonna be there for all
Well, I
of
mean,
it?
this one sucked. I did not make back the table. It was a bust.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did not break even today.
Oh, gotcha. Are you going again tomorrow? Or was today the last day?
Today was the last day.
Okay.
It was Friday, Saturday,
That makes sense.
today, and then I go back to work
Mhm.
tomorrow until Wednesday, and then I get my 2 days off and back on my regular schedule
Oh, okay.
until KamehamehaCon.
I'm very interested in what's gonna be going on with you at KamehamehaCon. I'm kind of excited to see like the vlog, just to. I don't know.
I gotta get some microphones, so
You-
because Travis was telling me that I'm not sure how well it picks up audio.
Weird. Oh fuck, where was I? Best Buy. I was at Best Buy. They have them at Best Buy.
That's great. So I don't
Yeah.
gotta order from Amazon and wait.
No, I straight up was in Best Buy because I was gonna get a new monitor, and was just kind of walking down the aisles looking at stuff, and then they had
Like a PC monitor.
Yeah, they.
You gotta help me pick one out because I want to get two.
Yeah, I could do that. It's managed. It's easy, but they had a whole section pretty much dedicated to vlogging, where they had, I think they're called LSATs or something, where it's a microphone that attaches to like your collar, and then they had like tripods and stuff like that. But yeah, they have it at Best Buy.
Yeah,
Okay, when's KamehamehaCon?
it is in May,
May.
so it's pretty soon. I'm gonna have like 1 week of regular work and then back to.
Yeah, I was about to Backstreet Boys you for a second.
What do you mean?
It's gonna be May. Yeah, especially since it's April. But
Way to date this episode.
well, of course we're gonna date the episode. We're talking about the Mario movie. Like the Mario movie came out not too long ago. What?
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
It just has to be a thing. Honestly, mentioning the day isn't that bad of a thing.
Oh, no, I'm not saying it's bad. I just see a lot of people like, "Oh, you're dating this episode."
I mean, everything. Life is about dates.
Yeah.
And some dates just have to come to an end. Well, thank you for spending this fine evening with us jabbering about our lives and the things that we're interested in. This has been the Tinkle podcast. I am Quentin, and joined
Juan.
by... And it was a pleasure talking to you tonight.
See you next time.
See you next
Bye.
time.